right, it is the MGT Topics of the day. Today is the 3rd. It's Friday. We're going to be trying to do this more often, just kind of getting some video content out to you guys, and also trying to put faces to the names of what we're posting, kind of give you a daily rundown-esque type show of kind of what's going on. It is going to be a little difficult for a while because of the lack of sports, but let's just dive right in. So one thing that's been going on lately is in racing, in NASCAR. They're not holding them as official races. They're just kind of using them for entertainment purposes. I don't know if you guys noticed this. iRacing. So they're having a bunch of racers kind of connect through this virtual driving simulator, and they're all going through tracks, 100, 125 laps. And, Dale Jr.'s back for it. So what do you guys think of this? You guys think this could expand into something for veteran racers, for rookies? And, do you think that they could start making this a legitimate replacement for the NASCAR races?
Well, this is awesome. I personally don't think they would get rid of actual NASCAR itself, but it is something that they could work on, virtually, if that's what we're talking about.
Well, yeah. It's not really an attempt to replace NASCAR. It's more of just entertainment purposes, especially for right now. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that they could develop it?
Couldn't they make a league of they have esports and stuff like that for 2K leagues and Madden championships and stuff? Maybe they create a league out of this. Kind of. I mean, if it isn't already kind of a league, it's just kind of for fun. But maybe they actually have real people, not racers, but gamers that join the league and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I agree. Thoughts? Yeah, I think they can make it into a
Come on,
legit thing. I don't really watch NASCAR, so.
Me neither, but.
Well, yeah, I don't either, but
gotta expand.
I was really
it's
looking
bad
for
in the first questions about NASCAR.
What's up, Mark?
Lock in.
We were just talking about iRacing, how it's kind of taken over.
What? Talk about what?
iRacing, the virtual racers.
iRacing?
Yeah. Have you heard about that?
No.
Let me see if I can pull up a clip.
No, so it's a video game?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a video game, and they will go through, and apparently it has wicked similar feel to actual racing as far as sensitivity goes, tire wear, stuff like that. So I mean it's pretty cool, it has the ability to definitely take off.
Yeah. Are they using it are they controlling it with their keyboard, or is there an actual wheel that they use? There's
a wheel and pedals, and they have most of the guys have 4 screens around them. It's being led big by Denny Hamlin. So do you guys think that you guys think that someone could end up betting on this?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. People bet on everything.
Awesome. I mean, that would definitely help a lot with financial side of my life right now. Yeah, brutal.
Let's all bet on e-racing.
Yeah. So,
Wait, so are they doing it like the Madden and 2K players are doing right now, tournaments?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, except it's just more for entertainment. They're not really competing for anything, as far as I know.
I know NFL and Madden, they're doing it to raise awareness for the coronavirus.
Right. Speaking of awareness, the Giants owners, the San Francisco Giants owners, they're making some great moves in terms of employee coverage. The San Francisco Giants recently pledged an additional $700,000 to their game day staff. On the other coin of that, you have the Bruins front office, who's refusing to pay anyone. What do you guys think about this?
Who wants to start? I think the Bruins have a poor reflection of the area, like especially when the Patriots went out of their way to donate all the masks. Like, Bruins are just poorly representing the New England region.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah, you see a lot of like not even just the ownership, a lot of players from the teams that are donating money to like families and people who rely on the stadium to get their, like that's how they get their money. Like you feel like Giannis and like all these big name players donating money, kind of like to help the people, but also help their brand. And I think if the Bruins did that, like they would make a lot more money personally by giving away more money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I completely agree.
Bigger.
So in terms of other stuff going on around the world right now, something that we recently posted on the page, the AFC East quarterback rankings.
Jesus.
So we put, I don't know who came up with this. Josh Allen as number one. Josh Allen.
Has to be it. That has to be that's correct. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
But are we seriously considering Jarrett Stidham to be the starting quarterback right now?
Well, as of right now, he is.
As of right now, he has to be. I mean, he's going to battle it out with Hoyer, but you have to know that if he ends up sitting behind Hoyer, his career is going to be a dud.
No, you got to remember, though, they just released Cody Kessler, which hints that they may draft a QB as well.
But Brian
I don't
Hoyer.
think they'll draft QB in the first round. They'll probably go O-line in the first round.
Yeah, except do you understand? It's Brian Hoyer. And
Yeah, that's
Jarrett
the thing.
Stidham
Yeah.
They've never played – like, Jarrett Stidham has yet to play a snap, like, in that regular season. And
Yeah, he did.
Brian
Well,
Hoyer,
regular
he played-
season, yeah, the one snap he had was a pick six, though, when he played.
Yeah, Jamal Adams,
Exactly.
6.
Yep. First snap was great.
I think that both are duds, and I think that we should – who do you think that we should pick up? I'll tell you guys after I
Jacob
get yours
Eason.
first. Who?
Oh, you
Jacob
suck.
Eason.
You suck, Turner.
Are we talking about draft-wise, or are we talking about free agency?
Overall, draft and free agency.
Eason.
Who would you want as the Patriots' next starting quarterback?
I'd say Jordan Love.
Cam Newton.
I'm not going to lie, Cam Newton would thrive in Bill Belichick's system.
We don't have the cap space for him. The realistic fit is Jacob Eason because he's going to be available at 23. He's going to be available in the second round.
It's going to be –
Love's going to be well gone. The Patriots don't like to trade up. They like to trade back and accumulate, like, later round picks. So they're going to pick up Jacob Eason.
So you guys have never considered the thought of tanking this year for Trevor Lawrence?
I was going to say that,
There's
Andrew. Andrew, I was literally about to say that. But the thing
I
is
don't think
with that,
that
though,
would
is
happen.
I don't see the Patriots tanking at all, especially with Bill Belichick.
Sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Not
like
roster either.
like I think that they should do it because we've won so much that it's like, all right, cool. But like it sucks that they're not going to be willing to do that because I think Trevor Lawrence would be the perfect Patriot, the absolute perfect Patriot.
He
Brady
has like the skills, the intangibles. He has everything. I guess he had everything that Brady had, like in his prime, at like on like a lower level. At like you know what I'm saying? He had all the same skills, just at a lower level, and he has more of like a mobile aspect to him. So I guess, but like also, I heard this the other day. In 2017, Belichick was offered a trade, and it was going to send Jarvis and a late round draft pick to the Patriots or Brady for the Dolphins, and then he was going to draft Lamar. I was just wondering what you guys think of that because I heard that like yesterday, and I was like,
I don't think Lamar Jackson would have worked in New England.
see, I don't either. That's what I was saying. A lot of people are like, they should have done that.
I think that New England's offense is running in such a way that like we can't have running quarterbacks. We can have mobile quarterbacks. We can have quarterbacks who run, but we can't have the running back quarterback. And like the debate about Lamar is like, oh well, he's great because he can throw too. He literally cannot. He's proved that he cannot.
Well, I guess
I
the
mean, he
short
can throw touchdowns. He threw 36 last season.
Not when it matters.
You got a point.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take Brady's stats were outstanding for a period of time, but towards the end of his career in New England, it was like what he did in the playoffs that made him so known. And
yeah, that's the difference between Brady and Manning. Is like Manning was a great regular season quarterback, possibly the best regular season quarterback all time. But as soon as he got to the playoffs, he choked because in the regular season it was easier, I guess.
Yeah, I get that.
Both. I mean, on the other coin of it, you have Eli, who sucked regular season, and then playoffs come around, and he's the best quarterback in the world.
Andrew, I want to go back to what you said about Lamar Jackson, about him being a bad passer. You said, well, why does he have a 74.6% passing rate? along with over 3,000 passing yards.
He has good receivers. He is not known for his throwing
Well,
ability.
I
Well,
wouldn't
he also
count
had the
Willie
best-
Snead as a good receiver.
No, he
He
has the
made him
best
a
tight end
receiver.
core. The tight end core that he had was tight with Andrews, Boyle, and
Hayden,
He didn't really have a connection with Hurst, though. He was more of a pass blocker.
When
yeah.
I say Lamar's not a good thrower, I mean he's not known for it. Like you look at other quarterbacks who can run, but they can also shoot the ball out like nobody's business. Like we were talking about yesterday, Pat Mahomes, the ideal mobile quarterback who can run. I think in this day and age of football, it's better to have a quarterback who can run rather than a running quarterback.
That makes
Well, I
sense.
mean, it's not like I say, like, I don't agree with you on that. I agree with you completely, but I'm just saying, though, like, Lamar, he even, like, was trying to improve his passing in the offseason.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
like, it's not like he's just, like, bad at throwing. He's been working at it. He's obviously been a lot better at it with the accuracy thing, 74.6%, which is very good. So,
I think as he gets older, Harbaugh is probably going to have him, like, probably tone down the running a little bit just for risk of injury and how he's, like, their franchise player. So, I mean, he'll probably learn to pass a little more as his career goes on. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Yeah.
So, I'm saying if we got him in New England, I think Belichick would have started that from the jump, and he just wouldn't have adjusted well. As in Baltimore, he's been able to run, and he's going to have that opportunity to run. But as his career goes on, Harbaugh's going to make him run less and less at risk.
To kind of transition out of football into basketball, if you all, kind of just bouncing around sports here. Some basketball news. Marcus Smart beat coronavirus. Anthony Davis beat coronavirus. It's kind of old, but, like, this is our first video, so might as well. How often, or have we heard of, where's Kevin Durant on coronavirus, by the way?
He's good.
He's good?
All Nets players were cleared.
Huh?
All Nets players were cleared.
All NBA players? Any NBA cases right now?
There's no NBA cases right now.
Really?
So if that's the case, how soon do you think till they do crowdless games?
Soon.
I would say they wouldn't risk it because not all – I mean, I think they've tested all the players, but they don't know what the players have been doing. So, I mean, I guess a lot of them would stay inside and not risk it.
The issue they're having right now, sorry to interrupt you, Logan, is that all the stadium employees, they have to be aware for that because there was a bunch of stadium employees around the league that actually was diagnosed with corona.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. But, I'm saying crowdless games, just team staff.
I think they're moving closer to that because Austin Rivers was saying that there's a gym in Las Vegas that has 2 courts on it that they're looking into playing crowdless games there, finishing out the regular season with a few games and heading into the playoffs.
I think
I agree with that. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, that's probably the best bet. You can't really wait.
We really need sports back bad.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
It's a huge part of the economy. Everybody says it's just a game, but, that's not true.
I work in sports, so.
I mean, it benefits really everybody. I
think that life without sports these last 3 weeks, I think that once they bring crowds back into it, even baseball stadiums are going to sell out for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't say first time ever, no. I know stadiums have sold out before, but, I mean, in, beginning of the season, every game past opening day, unless you're the Yankees, you're not getting a lot of people because it's cold.
Yeah, for sure.
But now it's probably going to be warmer.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's going to be in their favor when they come back. But at the same time, was it really worth losing all that money at first?
Yes. For the protection of players, yes.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is, a lot of people are saying, oh, yeah, they're going to benefit more than ever from this. And I'm like, well, I'm still losing money in the beginning. It still doesn't – it's not – some people are spinning it that it's helping the leagues. And I'm like, no, it's not.
It kind of is. But it's not, an astounding amount. It kind of is in the sense of, it's when the absence of something is gone for too long, the value of that thing increases. Which is why you probably miss people at school right now. It's because it's like you haven't seen him in forever, and it's like, dang, I kind of miss that kid. Even though he's really annoying, I kind of miss that kid. Like, it's just the fact of, like, seeing someone or seeing something, having something. Now it's gone, you miss it. It's natural. I think that's going to help sports, though, is because all sports.
I think the playoffs this year for, like, the NBA, when they do come back, that'll probably be, like, it's probably going to be up there with some of the most watched TV, like, ever. Because, like, it's just coming back. Like, people don't appreciate the playoffs because they don't take a break between the playoffs and, like, the regular season.
They're so long, too.
I know. So this is, like, such a long break, and I think even the first 5 regular season games, you could see games up there that are, like, with some of, like, the NBA Finals games.
Which is worse, NHL playoffs or NBA playoffs?
NHL.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that NHL playoffs, when a team wins, like the series, it's more exciting, but it is more brutal to watch every game.
Oh, it's because it can go to a series of 7.
Yeah, exactly. Every round goes to 7. I think it's like it's definitely more exciting to watch when it's like the series deciding game.
Yeah, I love watching it.
Oh yeah.
But like it's pretty terrible to watch like game 1, 2.
Yeah, I'll probably tune in after game 2, probably like starting game 3. I probably get into it like a first round, and then I'll do.
On the other hand, I can watch all 7 games of the Stanley Cup every year.
I second on that.
I mean, I think that's just because it's the championship series. I think NBA Finals, World Series. I think all those things. I mean, you can probably watch.
Agreed.
I feel like the NHL All-Star Game made kind of a return. It made a comeback this year, I think.
It definitely did.
It did.
It definitely made a comeback because St. Louis has a really strong presence with the Blues and stuff like that. And sorry, yeah.
My bad.
Anyway, I think it definitely made a comeback because St. Louis has such a strong athletic fan base. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous considering they lost the Rams and the Cardinals suck. Like, they were okay last year, but they sucked before that for a while. And then the Cardinals are so on and off that St. Louis doesn't really care. Like,
yeah, the Blues winning the series last year really kind of, like, it brought back, like, a feeling of, like, victory to that city because, like, St. Louis sucked, then left. The Cardinals lost the World Series to the Red Sox, then sucked, like, up until now. And then, like, they don't really have anybody else either. So, I mean, I guess and they also don't really have, like, a winning franchise. Like, the Blues won once, yeah, but, like, they don't actually have, like what we have in Boston, we have a bunch of winning franchises.
Gretzky played there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Gretzky played for the Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Don't forget. True.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Yeah, it's true.
Didn't Jason Tatum come from St. Louis?
Yeah, he's from St. Louis.
Yeah, same with Bradley Beal.
Really? Damn.
Dude, speaking of Bradley Beal, can we talk about the Wizards, please? Can we please talk about the Wizards?
Why?
How bad they are.
Is it no? They're in rebuild mode right now, bro.
So
The team's looking solid for the future.
John Wall is literally making one of the highest salaries in the league, and he has not played a game in 2 years.
Yeah,
same with Dustin Pedroia.
Yeah, I know, Andrew. I'm mad.
Well, Logan, you gotta remember he signed that huge max contract right before he got injured.
He
so
did.
I mean, can't really control that.
They should have traded him for something last year. They shouldn't be paying him all that money. They're just losing. I mean, they know they're not in win now mode. Even if he comes back, they're not in win now mode.
Yeah, but
I mean, I guess he was a franchise player, but after you're out for that long, like even Victor
look where the Wizards are right now. They're just about to make the playoffs without their star point guard.
I mean, look at Bradley Beal though. He just made the biggest jump ever. Like no one expected him to make this big of a jump.
That's true.
And I still think he got.
Dude, just looking at the starting lineup, it's not bad. They got the rebuild of Ish Smith, who's not bad. They got Bradley Beal at shooting guard. Behind him is Troy Brown, who's been amazing this whole year. They have Jerome Robinson, who they need a better small forward. That's terrible. But then they have the power forward there, the rookie. Don't even know his name.
Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, he's been probably top 5 for rookies, I would say. You guys say?
Yeah, he missed some time with injury too.
And then they got Thomas Bryant too, who's been
Bryant's
good,
going to be a
but
force, honestly. Bryant's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah, but he's been hurt like the whole season. He's been prone to injury the whole year.
If Bryant gets healthy, then I honestly think he could be – I'm not going to say top 5, but he could probably be like top 7 by the time his career's over. I mean, not like top 7 in the league, like right now.
It's a bold take.
That is a bold take.
Bold, but I mean, it's still a solid take. His stats are pretty good.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
And you also got to talk about the other dude there, Ian Mahimi or something like that.
Yeah,
Although like doesn't get a lot of minutes, he does a lot for them.
He
does a lot for that team.
He's a joke. He makes like $13 million a year to sit the bench. It's so funny. The Washington Wizards really need to restructure their contracts. Like that's half the reason why they're not winning, because if they restructured, they could have so much more cap space.
Yeah.
Like when they traded, I think they traded for Ian Mahimi. But when they traded for him, he already had like a $13 million contract with the Pacers, I think. And now they're paying him like $13 million a year just to sit behind like Bryant, and it's just terrible.
So as far as just kind of flipping it back to some final touches here, just because I don't want people to get bored watching this. So for football, just some quick hits. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs.
The Bills.
The Chiefs are going to repeat.
Chiefs. Who do you think is going to win the World Series?
Jesus Christ.
The Yankees.
I don't even know.
Yankees.
I'll just say Yankees because.
All right. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup?
Bruins.
Yeah, Bruins.
Yeah, Bruins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And who do you think is going to win the NBA Finals?
The Lakers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lakers. I think the Bucks lose in the second round of the Heat. I think they lose to the Heat.
If Giannis gets hurt in the playoffs, that team's screwed.
All right, well, that's a good place to end and kind of set up for tomorrow, since there probably won't be any new sports news tomorrow. So we'll be able to discuss our predictions tomorrow. And I think that kind of anyone else got anything to say before we cap off our first MGT Topics of the day?
Nope.
All right, so we're going to be working on the website, though. We will be in process of coming up with a website, but we're going to be posting this to our Instagram and our YouTube, and we'll put the link in your bio. So be sure to check it out. And I think that's it.